Yeah, there's a difference between working for a company directly or permanently and working for them through an employment agency. In this video, I want to discuss pros and cons. Stay tuned. Working as permanent is great because it's got you get paid holiday when you get paid when you're sick. You get uniforms, something that you think maybe is a small issue, but it's not. Especially if you need the clothes, gloves, shoes, hat, jacket. Many of them have got health insurance if you're a permanent worker. Pensions is such a big issue in the end when you're tired and older. It's easier to get a mortgage if you're a permanent worker than it is when you're a business person, self-employed. Also a sense of belonging when you work as permanent, because you're a team of people, you see each other all the time, you're committed to each other, you will stay in that team until you decide to quit. On the other hand, the cons of working as permanent, you get to pay more tax than your counterparts who are self-employed. That's generally speaking, but it is very well true because it gets taken off by the company before they pass the money to you into your account, which is so different for the other group. It is also one thing that I have noticed is holiday requests. Many times I've seen colleagues, people ask for holidays and they get turned down at a particular date that they wanted for a certain reason, just because it's busy or up and down, whatever the reason is. Or many people have asked already. So that is another disadvantage. Another thing is business thoughts. As a permanent worker, you do not wear a thinking cap because you're not running your own business, you're not paying your taxes, you're not talking with the government, you're not looking for customers for your business, you're just attending, clocking on and clocking off, which in my opinion does not give you the thinking heart. You just attend, clock in, clock out, and that doesn't. On the other colleagues, the colleagues who are doing agency, they don't just do that. When they clock out, they have to think about their next work, they have to think about their taxation, they have to think about there's a lot to think about. Okay, and I said it gives you a sense of belonging as the team, but on the other hand, it makes you feel like an institution. Instead of feeling like a workplace, you're all mature. Sometimes feels like a school. This guy dislikes you, and then sometimes feels like school to me, as compared to agency. Cons on the agency side, there is reduced rights on situations. Just because you're only being called to temporarily cover someone, many situations don't give you any rights. People who are permanent always end up complaining and change the jobs and get a better job, and they seem to have they have a slight edge on the rights. You're only temporary, you can't get asked not to come back the next day. Yes. As an agent, you're here temporary, you get given a job, quickly go and get it done. Okay, and it brings uncertainty. It brings uncertainty in the work situation as an agency. That is big because you're always on the edge. You don't know whether they'll take you next week or even the next shift. If you make one major mistake, sometimes they'll ask you not to come back. Imagine that. That's how agency workers work. They don't know about the next day or the next week. They're just working, hopefully. There is no sick pay. If you don't attend, you will not get paid. If you don't turn up and get ticked, you will not get paid. Last but not least, I'm going to give you the pros of working as an agency. So lovely green days, summer. Just walk to these machines. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You have to lift your own weight. Pros of working as an agency. I've left them last because I personally work as an agent. I've done so for over 10 years. Out of 12 trucking years, I've been an agency for 10 of them. This is the reasons why. Number one is flexibility. Especially if you love to go away, multicultural people who've got to go places, come back, go places, come back. Flexibility, it helps because yes, you need to inform them, but then it's your right to go away whatever time you come. You give your services when you can, and they give you jobs when they can. When it gets together, that's when you turn up. If you need to go away somewhere, it does not mean that you've lost your job with them, because that's the reason that you're with them, for your flexibility. If you tell them, it's going to be all right because you don't have a job with them. The other thing is you get to pay your own taxes. Whatever money you're getting paid as for your services, they pay all of it to you. You deal with the government by yourself. There is more help in the government that people aren't aware of. Yeah, if you're temporary, you get to pay less tax. It depends. Yes, you can get to pay more, but what I'm saying is there is a lot of consideration. You're treated as a business. The money that you use to run to your job with your fuel and to fuel your car isn't taxed. The money you use for your uniform isn't taxed. The money you use for operations, if they're genuine operations, telephony, the money you use to run your telephone and your mobile, that's also to be taken off before the taxation. There's a lot of help if you're going to do it yourself that people aren't aware of. Getting a business with your name on it, how nice. You know, there are two different types. Not everyone thinks like a business person. That's the truth. You must have read that somewhere. Not everyone thinks like a business person. Other people have a character that they'd rather just attend. You know? So if you cross that line of just attending, and now you want to know how it's going, then you get rewarded with choosing a business name. So those who are dreamers, want to start their own companies, put their own names on things, this is the avenue for you. Final pro for working as agent is you get paid more money for your services than permanent. You get paid more. How much more? Stay tuned. Coming up videos. One of them is going to be about our wages and potential earnings for a London trucker. Yes, you get paid more to work as an agent.